These craft are often referred to as probes. They seem to appear and hover for hours to several days at a time. They don't have a wide range of movement, but they seem to wobble or spin. And very often people have seen them hanging for hours and hours just observing.
This probe-shaped UFO was videotaped in Las Vegas in 1991. In the early morning hours, an unsuspecting cameraman looked out his window and witnessed this probe hovering over a neighbor's house. It remained for several hours. Again in 1991, another probe was videotaped in the Las Vegas area. This probe hovered over an industrial park for several hours while a crowd gathered to watch the craft. The very next day, the same cameraman was shocked to see the probe had returned. On this day, it was monitoring the power line several hundred yards to the west.
This particular probe was shot in Gulf Breeze, Florida in 1993. I think the most interesting thing about this probe is the distinction in detail that you can see very clearly. But again, you can see the slight rotation of the craft. You can clearly see the silver highs and lows.
The cameraman, who wishes to remain anonymous, was camping overnight with a friend. When they awoke, this probe was observing their campsite. Both eyewitnesses said this probe was completely silent as it hovered over the water. At times, the craft approached the shore, but kept its distance from the campers. Both eyewitnesses said they experienced an eerie feeling, as if they were being watched.
You can clearly see the dynamic change in color, and top, there seems to be some grating right there at the top as it slowly spins around. You can see some of the details on the craft as it kind of bobs in the air. This one here is one of the most detailed probe shots I've ever seen.
The probe continued to observe the campsite for about half an hour until it slowly moved out to sea. The United States isn't the only country where probes have been sighted.
This very similar object was shot in Kobe, Japan in 1973. It's not streaking across the sky, it's just kind of hanging up there.